2025 Dominica Music Awards, scheduled for Saturday, January 3rd, 2026 at the Intercontinental Hotel is definitely on. Creole Habit features Kadar Slim Support Father, Gordon Henderson, and title partners Go and Global Entertainment on Wednesday, December 3rd at 11 a.m. on DBS Radio. Tune in and discover the 2025 Dominica Music Awards. Why it matters now and for the future. Why longevity in the music business requires reinvention, professionalism, and understanding. The importance of digital literacy. The creation of an industry framework. Management rights. International partnerships and cultural exchanges in the music business. Go and global entertainment and industry development and more will be explored with host Ambassador Prince Wadix Charles. This comprehensive and informative edition of Creole Habit will also be live on DBS Radio Facebook page and YouTube channel. Join the #1 cultural show in the Western Hemisphere, Creole Habit, this Wednesday, December 3 from 11 a.m. on DBS Radio. And get ready for the Red Carpet 2025 Dominica Music Awards on January 3rd, 2026, Intercontinental Hotel.
Here's an invitation to win prizes and surprises on Christmas with DBS. From December 9 to December 23, DBS Radio and its partners will ensure that you receive a gift this Christmas season. Listen to Good Morning Dominica, Weekday Rendezvous, Esperia Squayol, and Drive Time. Get ready to participate. December 9 to December 23. Win on Christmas with DBS.
Up next, the DBS Major Morning News. Stay tuned.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning, eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
Good morning and welcome to the DBS Morning News. In the headlines, the Environment Minister says the new user fees for national parks and ecotourism sites will strengthen environmental management. In news from the region, the Inter-American Development Bank report projects 9.2% remittance growth for the Caribbean in 2025. And internationally, the European Union reaches a provisional deal to end all Russian gas imports by 2027. I'm your presenter, Arlian Christopher, and these are the headlines. The details of the news to follow.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribbean. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribbean straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribbean. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribbean. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean.
From the time that you taste it, man, you know that it's greatness. Some ice in your cup to your friends in cup. You know that we live in. Signal the bartender. No, we don't need this, but if you want, it could mix with anything. We drinking Stones ginger wine, the original ginger wine. We drinking a legacy. Stones ginger wine. Greatness is forever.
Locally distributed by Fine Foods Inc. DBS News.
Welcome back. The Minister for Environment, Kozia Frederick, says the new user fees for national parks and ecotourism sites will strengthen environmental management. The new fees came into effect on Monday.
These adjustments were first announced during the 2025-2026 national budget and form an important part of a wider effort to strengthen environmental management and to ensure the long-term sustainability of our national assets. Protecting our natural attributes such as our waterfalls, hot springs, forests and lakes requires continuous investment and careful monitoring, which the updated fee structure will help us to do. Under the new structure, private tours to any ecotourism site, except the Waitukubuli National Trail, will now carry a fee of $8. Day passes are set at $20, while week passes offering unlimited access to multiple sites cost $50.
Mr. Frederick is optimistic the new fees will impact positively on the operation of national parks and ecotourism sites.
These fees are modest by regional standards, but we believe the impact will be substantial. Every dollar will help us to safeguard our rich biodiversity, better protect our landscapes and trails, provide us with stronger capacity for restoration and monitoring, and ultimately help us to maintain cleaner, healthier natural sites for everyone to enjoy. As part of modernizing our operations, we are also moving on to an online purchasing platform, which will allow visitors to buy passes before arriving on the island. This will make access to our sites smoother, more convenient, and more visitor-friendly. As part of this process, the Titu Gorge and Skol Soufriere have now been officially designated as ecotourism sites under national management. Standard fees will apply, and all revenue generated will support their long-term preservation. At the Ministry of Environment, we believe that Dominica's natural resources are our inheritance and our responsibility. These policy changes will help us maintain our pristine environment, ensuring that our country remains a leader in conservation and green tourism in the region.
And that is the Minister for Environment, Kozia Frederick. And some breaking news this morning. Motorists in the southeast have been left stranded this morning as a landslide have occurred in the area. Former Chief Youth Development Officer Jules Pascal, he joins us live this morning and will give us an update on the happenings in the southeast. Mr. Jules Pascal, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning. What can you tell us about the landslide in the southeast area? Give us an idea as to what is the exact location.
Well, the slide occurred at the foot of the hill, the hill tree known as Mount Odelis. That is between Three Rivers and the Rosalie Bridge. So that area is vulnerable all the while, and slides have been coming down, and this time in a little lower area. On the same hill, a ton of rocks, serious rocks, came down, and everybody's blocked. The entire road is blocked, so we really need some heavy equipment to clear that. I mean, quite a number of people in school children, because everybody, many people have to go back home. I think as many as 25 or more vehicles, buses, cars, jeeps. They're waiting still to see what will happen if somebody will come and clear up the road. But some people are returned.
Okay, can you give us an idea if there was any, rain or adverse weather conditions contributing to the situation last night?
Yes. The thing about it is, it doesn't have to rain for rocks coming from this area, because sometimes no rain and rocks come down. But last night we had quite a lot of rain, I mean, rain for the whole night up to 3 a.m. this morning. It has been raining. And the weather is still very heavily overcast.
All right, Mr. Pascal.
Whenever it rains, we do get stuff there.
Okay. And that's Mr. Jules Pascal. Mr. Pascal, we thank you for joining us this morning.
Yes. Well, I hope somebody will come and relieve us soon. And I think it would be a good idea if some heavy equipment is kept in Rosalie or somewhere, because this thing is coming down now and then, you know. All right.
Okay, Mr. Jules Pascal, who joined us on the line this morning. Mr. Pascal, thank you for the update. And of course, we do hope that some assistance is brought to the people in the southeast. Of course, that was Mr. Jules Pascal, a huge landslide in the southeast area. And of course, we can tell you that motorists in that area, they have been left stranded as that landslide, as you heard from Mr. Pascal, is still coming down. We continue with the morning news. The Electoral Office has announced that it is now offering confirmation services through mobile kits for homebound individuals and those unable to visit a confirmation center due to illness, disability, or other physical limitations. In a media statement released on Tuesday, the Electoral Office encouraged members of the public to contact them if they require this service. This will allow for the necessary scheduling arrangements to be made. Additionally, the Electoral Office advises individuals who are scheduled for a mobile confirmation visit to ensure they have a valid government-issued ID ready, such as a passport, social security card, or driver's license. They should also be prepared to have a photograph taken, as this is a requirement for the production of the voter ID card. Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Julian Defoe, says Dominica's white potato sector has addressed significant challenges within the country's agriculture sector. Agricultural technicians from St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the British Virgin Islands, Dominica and Grenada are meeting in Dominica for a regional capacity building workshop focused on strengthening white potato production and marketing across the Eastern Caribbean. The 3-day workshop forms part of ongoing efforts to reduce the region's dependence on imported food while increasing local production and competitiveness.
This year's theme emphasizes a truth that is often overlooked. A society can only progress when all its citizens are fully included. Disability inclusion is not a side issue.
And we do apologize for this insert. Of course, the minister, that was supposed to be the Minister of State, Julian Defoe. Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Julian Defoe. Well, meantime, Director General of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, Dr. Didacus Jules, says the development of the white potato sector within the OECS is in line with OECS FAST strategy.
Standing at a crossroads. For too long, we have depended on external food sources, exposing our people, our economies, and our health systems to global supply shocks, high import bills, and the rising cost of living. The OECS Food and Agriculture Systems Transformation Strategy, called our FAST, is our 10-year roadmap to change that. It calls on us to do several things: to grow more of what we eat, to process more of what we grow, to trade more with each other, to strengthen resilience to climate change, to empower youth, women, and people with disability and rural communities, and create a modern, competitive agricultural economy. And today, with this sub-regional workshop, FAST becomes real. We are no longer planning transformation, we are doing it. White potato development may seem like a small chapter in that story, but in fact it represents the perfect intersection of the FAST strategy's core objectives: food production, climate-smart agriculture, regional cooperation, value chain development, and private-public partnership.
And that's Director General of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, Dr. Didacus Jules. Of course, to get back to that insert, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Julian Defoe, says Dominica's white potato sector, it has addressed significant challenges within the country's agriculture sector. Well, agricultural technicians from St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the British Virgin Islands, Dominica and Grenada are all meeting here in Dominica for a regional capacity building workshop focused on strengthening white potato production and marketing across the Eastern Caribbean.
Today, Dominica's white potato program is geared towards strengthening the value chains, enhancing post-harvest systems, and improving market access. This work increases farmers' income, expands employment opportunities, and support rural development, particularly for youth and women. At the same time, we acknowledge the ongoing challenges facing our agricultural sector, including climate change impacts, limited access to finance and technology, and an aging farming population, and an increasing global competition. Projects such as the Dominica Emergency Agricultural Livelihoods and Climate Resilience Project, we used to call CREP or DIL-CREP, address some of these challenges by providing tools, seeds, targeted training, and improved resilience and productivity. And I just want to hint that this project was supported through a loan agreement via the World Bank.
And that is Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Julian Defoe. In news from the region, the latest remittances to Latin America and the Caribbean in 2025 report from the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB Group, outlines continued growth in diaspora to region transfers, signaling a solid year ahead for Caribbean remittance inflows. The report projects a 9.2% increase in remittances for the Caribbean sub-region in 2025, a welcome upward trend, though more moderate than expected jumps in Central America. Total remittance flows across all Caribbean countries are estimated to hit approximately $20.9 billion in 2025. The strongest individual showing comes from the Dominican Republic, which is expected to receive $11.9 billion alone, more than half of the region's total inflows. And internationally, the European Council and European Parliament have reached a provisional agreement to phase out all Russian natural gas imports, introducing a legally binding ban on LNG by the end of 2026 and pipeline gas by autumn 2027. The regulation will prohibit imports of Russian gas 6 weeks after it comes into force, while allowing a transition period for existing contracts. To support the phase-out, all EU member states will be required to submit national diversification plans outlining how they intend to secure alternative gas supplies and address potential challenges. The agreement also expands the European Commission's oversight, requiring states to disclose any Russian gas contracts or national bans within 1 month of the regulation's implementation. A suspension clause remains in place, permitting temporary pauses to the ban if sudden events threaten a member state's energy security. The deal must now be formally approved by both the Council and the Parliament before adoption. Of course, that's the news. The DBS Morning Sports Report comes up next.
Peter, where did you put the Lay's chips?
Oh, shucks. I forgot them at home on the counter.
You must be joking. Boy, turn around. No chips, no picnic. He knows that whether it's a picnic, entertaining at home, snacks for the children, or just liming, we always have Frito-Lay chips and snacks with a wide variety of brands, all made natural and continually improving on their products. Frito-Lay snacks is a must for any occasion. There is more than just fun in Frito-Lay snacks. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and available at shops and supermarkets all around Dominica. Forgot them at home. He want to spoil my day. Frito-Lay, good food for the fun of it.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
This Christmas, bring home the joy with NBD. Apply for an NBD credit card or personal loan, and you could be one of our lucky winners in a special Christmas shopping spree. Celebrate the season with friends and family. Shop for your holiday favorites and make this Christmas truly magical. Make your season brighter. Visit any NBD branch today. For more information, go to nbddominica.com or call 767-255-2300. Hurry! This festive offer ends January 9th, 2026. Don't miss your chance to bring home the joy. Terms and conditions apply.
And good morning once again. Welcome to the DBS Sports Report. We kick off with some cricket. First off, New Zealand, they have the upper hand on West Indies. New Zealand lead by 96 at stumps on day 2. They are currently 32 without loss, batting for a second time. They bowled out the West Indies for 167 last night. Well, Shander Paul got 52. Shea Hope got 56. Jacob Duffy took 5 for 34, bowling for New Zealand. Matt Henry, 3 for 43. Zachary Fuchs, 2 for 32. That's the West Indies bowled out for 167, and New Zealand batting for a second time. They are 32 for no loss, a lead by 96 at stumps. Still with some cricket, head coach of the national 23 and under cricket team, John Fabian, feels he has the squad to go out and get good results against St. Lucia. The national 23 and under team will host St. Lucia in a series of 50 overs matches and a 3-day match starting Thursday at the Benjamin's Park. Fabian feels the team is well prepared.
The training sessions went well. The boys attended the sessions regularly. We worked on a lot of stuff. We are blessed to have a number of senior guys like Stephen Pascal, Jed Joseph, Malachi Xavier, and these guys have been around the circuit for a while. And we are fortunate to have them still as a part of our squad. I believe with the preparation that we put in and the quality of the players that we have, we are set to do well. I think our team is the flexibility and our depth in our batting and the variations, the different type of bowlers that we possess. We we possess a brilliant leg spinner in the name of Jelani Joseph. We expect a lot from him. We have the experience of Jelani and Jackson and these guys who bowl the slower balls. And then we have guys like Kyron and CJ and these guys who have been doing well in the limited over format of the game. So we just look forward to seeing them go out there and put their best foot forward.
Head coach of the national 23 and under cricket team, John Fabian. Fabian is hoping that the guys make the most of the experience from the last tournament in 2024.
Some of the guys was their first experience at that level, and they really stepped up and put their foot forward. So a number of these guys are returning, so we expect them to even do better than last year. And with the leadership of Stefan Pascal, I believe we're set to do well.
Head coach of the national 23 and under cricket team, John Fabian. The 50 overs team is being captained by Stefan Pascal and features Malachi Xavier, Diony Rold, Arsenio Fontaine, Jed Joseph, Kyron Phillip, Clemenson LeBlanc, Yawani Regis, Luvio Charles, CJ Charles, Delaney Alexander, Darren Toussaint, Neo Davis, Joel Dura, and Shaquan Toussaint. The 50-over format gets underway on Thursday. Meantime, Pascal will also lead the 3-day team for their match next week. The team has a few changes with Edmond Moranci, Jason Vidal, Ajanim Tavernier, Jelani Joseph, and Shahim Caesar among the players coming in. The rest of the team is Arsenio Fontaine, Jed Joseph, Kyron Phillip, Luvio Charles, Delaney Alexander, Neo Davis, Joel Dura, and Shaquan Toussaint. The RC Doctors Football Club has taken a decision not to participate in any competition organized by the Dominica Football Association until they get a response to a letter written querying the outcome of the Division 1 third-place match against St. Joseph FC. The RC Doctors are claiming that St. Joseph fielded an ineligible player in the match which was played last month. St. Joseph won that game in extra time. The RC Doctors wrote to the DFA following the game on November 10th, but never received a response from the association. President of the RC Doctors team, Shakim Stout, says the club will remain out until the matter is addressed. The RC Doctors had forfeited their President's Cup match over the weekend.
We immediately contacted the referee, a player that wasn't on the team sheet that took part in the match. The officials out there made it known that it was true and everything. All our facts were plain and simple. We wrote a letter to the FA requesting an investigation in that form, and to this date, that's like 3 weeks ago, we haven't received any correspondence from the FA stating that even they received our letter or nothing on that line. So in line of that, we feel like when anything that was against us, the FA would write us, and they had us going for a whole long dilemma last season. A former player hasn't played for us for how long? So in that light, we felt it was fair that they wrote back to us, and we got some clarification on that matter. And if we don't get clarification on that matter, then we will not take part in any football going forward. And that's just the point of the matter. That's why we didn't show up for the game on Sunday, because we didn't get no letter or correspondence from DFA, and we feel that is not professional and that's not fair, because we wrote to you. You should at least write us back.
That's President of the RC Doctors team, Shakim Stout. Well, DBS Sports reached out to the Dominica Football Association for a response. We were told that the matter is still under investigation. Meantime, Stout says he is expecting a favorable response.
FIFA is for fair play, and if we put in a team, even though we had a weakened team on the day, or what may, we didn't care, but we came out to play the game. So if your team failed to show up on a day, you should not put in any players that, or allow players that are not registered or not on the team sheet to take part in the match. And that is what had happened. And according to the laws of the game, if the player is not on the team sheet, how can he play? Everybody was like wondering, why is he on the bench and the next guy is playing in his place? But just knowing that the guy's name wasn't on the team sheet, and that's what happened.
President of the RC Doctors team, Shakim Stout. Still with some football. Head coach of the Bafa State FC team, Michael Joseph, says his team will be looking to strengthen in some key areas as they get ready for their next Premier League season. Bafa State secured promotion on the weekend with a 4-1 victory over East Central in the playoff match. Joseph says the club will take the necessary steps to ensure that they are competitive in the Premier League.
Oh, definitely, Gavin. The goal is to remain. Like I told people before, this was not our first relegation. I relegated as a player, and just what happened this year, we gained promotion the next year. I saw a lot of maturity with the squad compared to last season, including some of our young players. The squad is quite young. We have 16, 17, 15-year-olds, and they definitely showed a great improvement from last season. We obviously would need to strengthen to create depth in a few areas, but we definitely have the mentality to compete in the Premier League next year.
Head coach of the Bafa State football team, Michael Joseph. Meantime, Bafa State will have to put the celebrations from the weekend behind them as they get set for the DFA Division 1 President Cup. Bafa State will take on former Premier League side, the LA Stars, in their matchup on Wednesday. That game gets underway from 7 p.m. at the DFA Technical Center. Former West Indies fast bowler Joel Big Bird Garner says he is honored to have been bestowed with Barbados' highest honor. The 72-year-old Garner received the Order of Freedom of Barbados, the nation's highest award, as part of the 2025 Independence and Republic celebrations. Garner was recognized for his outstanding leadership as a distinguished sports administrator and for a sterling service to national cricket development and extraordinary contribution to West Indies and Barbados cricket. Well, Ghana played 58 test matches for the West Indies between 1977 and 1987. He took 259 wickets. He also played 98 one-day matches, taking 146 wickets. Well, that's a wrap on the DBS Morning Major News and Sports. On behalf of our News and Sports Department and our links person, Hazari Williams, I'm Alian Christopher. Join us again at 11 a.m. for the DBS Morning News Update and at 1:15 for the lunchtime news. Until then, have a wonderful day.
This Christmas, bring home the joy with NBD. Apply for an NBD credit card or personal loan, and you could be one of our lucky winners in a special Christmas shopping spree. Celebrate the season with friends and family. Shop for your holiday favorites and make this Christmas truly magical. Make your season brighter. Visit any NBD branch today. For more information, go to nbddominica.com or call 767-255-2300. Hurry! This festive offer ends January 9th, 2026. Don't miss your chance to bring home the joy. Terms and conditions apply.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. 7:33 is the time here on your Nature Isle. Made possible. Compliments the good folks of DHL. DHL, excellence simply delivered. Give them a call today at 255-1149 or visit DHL on the corner of Kennedy Avenue and Hanover Street, Roseau. Check them out in the next 27 minutes. Coming up shortly, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kalinago word of the day for today, and that's aluleti. Aluleti, and that's funny in Kalinago, and that's spelled A-L-U-L-E-T-I. A-L-U.